I know a lot of focus is on developing the younger core, but what are you seeing from the veterans that you didn't know, like Cantor and Lance?
Always competing against them. I always thought they were great competitors. Both of them brought it every night, no matter how the team was doing. So I knew that about them coming in, but their leadership has just been impeccable. I don't know how this would move without them right now. That's how good they're leading and buying into what I'm trying to do offensively and defensively, culturally. So they've really stepped up into their role really well.
What did you see from Moutier in that opening lineup and then throughout the game?
I thought he played a lot more loose, more aggressive. He didn't do everything right, but I really liked how he kept our pace up. I thought he guarded well this game. He really got some good looks for people. Like I said, in open space, the kid can really pass the ball. It's just understanding when to go, when not to go. But I was really happy with his effort tonight.
We talk about the kids and stuff, but what do you expect from veterans in preseason? Do you work with them or you just let them do their own thing?
No. No one does their own thing. We do our thing. Our veterans are getting developed. I don't put a cap on development. Player development is everybody. I think it's unfair to say a guy's done getting better. Like I said, and this is when they leave him open, we're going to allow him to shoot the three. Noah Vonleh, same thing. If they're going to leave him open, let it go. Dennis is really committed to the development defensively and buying into the techniques and stuff that we're working on every day and the teaching points. And really the same thing with Lance. Lance is just, man, is he a good leader. He's just a really good leader. And just those guys respect him big time. When he speaks, the gym shuts down and everybody listens. So that's what I expect from them, and they're giving me that and more.
Last year was Kylo Quinn had the consistent minutes behind Ennis. Now he's not here, so it seems like there's an opportunity for a couple guys. What have you seen from Noah, and then how do you see that in general for you to back up five?
I think he gives us a really unique dynamic from a physicality standpoint. I mean, you can see the guy is an animal in there. He's a lot like Ennis, but more bouncy. He can really spring off the ground. He's one of those guys who can jump straight up from under the rim and take people up with him. He's a beast on the offensive glass. I really think he's an underrated passer. He really settles us down offensively with the way he can control the game when you throw the ball to him. So he really gives us a unique element, that's a little different than Ennis, a little different than Mitchell. And obviously Mitchell brings a whole nother world of dynamics to that position. And, maybe at games I'll play all three of them. If our pace is going the way it's supposed to go and we're picking up 94 feet and getting tired, I'm just going to be shuffling those guys in one after the other and trying to keep, fresh, athletic, strong bodies on the court.
Coach, just specific to Noah's athleticism, when you see him come into the game and be able to make those types of plays, it gets back to what we talked about pre-game. Are you able to see sort of right away, look, that's why this guy was a lottery pick?
Oh, yeah, I think you can see it. It's definitely, with him, I think it stands out. Even go back to the first game against Washington when he backed it out and he started dribbling the basketball. And, the first day we got him for pickup, the first thing I told him was, if you rebound the ball, push it. And his face, big guys love that crap. So he's like, oh, my God, but what it was is like somebody said to do what you already naturally do. And it turns out the kid's got a great handle. And so you start to see, it's a talent there. Athletically, IQ-wise, I think hitting bottom a little bit helps these guys sometimes. They spring back pretty quick. Some of them take a little longer, but he's really had a great camp.
Coach, I know you said everybody's going to have a shot to make the 15-man roster, but you do have 15 guaranteed contracts, not including Vonleh. I mean, does that matter? I mean, do you have permission to say, oh, these are my 15?
Scott and them are going to keep the best 15 players for our team. That's our philosophy. You earn it, you keep it. And so these guys are battling. And, we got a good problem. I think, to have, it's going to have a tough decision at the end for, obviously whoever's not going to be here. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but I just know the best 15 will be on the team.
Moody had high expectations coming into training camp. I mean, have you seen that change at all? His confidence?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, I don't think his expectations has changed. Ours haven't either, but, we just understand that this stuff don't happen overnight. And, he's learning the system offensively and defensively. I'm challenging him ways defensively, getting him to pick up the ball and stuff like that. And we're still fighting what he's gone through mentally. So, we got to break that stuff down a little bit in practice with the film, with a lot of, time and detailed player development. And we're going to stay with him and keep working with him and get him back where he's feeling really good about himself.
Coach, obviously these games won't count once you get to November, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, huh?
I'm curious to know from your perspective, new coach, new city, right? New faces on the team. Going 3-0 in the preseason, does it mean anything to you?
Absolutely.
Give you
Heck yeah.
satisfaction?
I want to win everything. I want to win every game. These guys, we're building habits right now. And, winning is a habit. And so I don't care. Anytime we step on that court, if they decide to play checkers together, pool, ping pong, I want them competing. And I want them competing to win. And we have to get that really deep rooted into who we are, that as long as it's time on the clock, we're trying to win the game. And I feel like our kids are really committed and not taking this for granted or not playing. They're not being cool about this or any of that. They're just coming out and really competing, trying to be a good team.
Coach, Knox played 35 minutes tonight. Was that intentional? And can you share what you
I just
said?
kind of went with it.
And can you share what you told him after he missed the dunk after the steal?
He needs to take one more bounce. And I asked him, I said, I thought you were athletic. That's got him to loosen up a little bit. And but even on a couple other drives, he should have took one more bounce. You notice he ended up on the floor because he was just launching from so far out. And that's a habit of young players. They got to understand these guys are leaning on you in this league. You don't get to where you normally get to in one bounce. And so really we're going to work on getting him that one more bounce in so he can jump up instead of out.